What does it really mean to fear the Lord? When we hear that phrase, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, from Proverbs 9:10, our minds might jump to a scary, intimidating image of God. We might think of a divine judge, ready to strike us down for any mistake. But what if I told you that this interpretation, while common, misses the beautiful and profound truth at the heart of this ancient wisdom? Stick with me, because today we're going to demystify this powerful verse and uncover a perspective that can genuinely transform how you see God, wisdom, and your own life. Let's start by tackling that word, fear. In our modern language, fear usually means being scared or terrified. If I say I fear spiders, I'm not exactly a fan. But the Hebrew word used in Proverbs, yira, is much richer and more complex. It can mean terror, yes, but it more often carries a sense of awe, reverence, and profound respect. Think about the way you might feel standing at the edge of the Grand Canyon, or gazing up at a sky full of stars. You're not necessarily scared that the canyon or the stars will hurt you, but you are overwhelmed by their vastness, their power, and their beauty. You feel small in comparison, but in a good way. That feeling of awe, of reverence, that's a much closer translation of ira. So, fearing the Lord isn't about cowering in a corner, afraid of being punished. It's about recognizing who God is. It's standing in awe of His majesty, His power, His infinite love, and His perfect holiness. It's understanding that the Creator of the universe, the one who painted every sunset and knows every star by name, is worthy of our deepest respect and honor. This isn't a fear that pushes us away. It's a reverence that draws us in, making us want to know this incredible being more deeply. Now let us connect this to the second part of the verse, the beginning of wisdom. Why is this awe and reverence the starting point for true wisdom? Well, think about it. If you want to learn to paint, you'd start by respecting the master painter. You'd listen to their instruction, study their techniques, and trust their guidance. You wouldn't walk into their studio and say, "Hey, I know better than you." That would be foolish, right? Wisdom begins with humility, with acknowledging that there's someone who knows more than we do. In the same way, true wisdom in life begins when we humbly acknowledge God as the ultimate source of truth, goodness, and knowledge. It's a posture of the heart that says, "God, you are the creator, and I am the creation. Your perspective is infinite, and mine is limited. I choose to align my life with your truth and your ways, because I trust that you know what is best." This humility is the fertile ground where wisdom can actually start to grow. Without it, we're left relying on our own limited understanding, which can often lead us down paths of confusion and regret. We end up building our lives on a shaky foundation. So, the fear of the Lord sets the foundation. It reorients our entire worldview. Instead of seeing ourselves at the center of the universe, we place God at the center. This changes everything. Our decisions are no longer just about what we want in the moment, but about what honors God and aligns with His eternal purposes. Our pursuit of knowledge isn't just for personal gain, but for understanding the world He created and our place within it. Let's look at the second half of Proverbs 9:10, which often gets overlooked. And knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. This clarifies the first part perfectly, knowing God not just knowing facts about Him, but knowing Him personally, in a relationship piece. What leads to true understanding or insight? This isn't just about head knowledge. It's about heart knowledge. It's the difference between reading a biography of someone and actually being their best friend. As we spend time with God, reading His Word, praying, and experiencing His faithfulness in our lives, our understanding deepens. We start to see the world through His eyes. We begin to understand why He calls us to love our neighbor, to be generous, to forgive, and to live with integrity. It's not just a list of rules. It's the blueprint for a life of purpose, peace, and flourishing, given to us by a loving Father. Think of King Solomon, the man who is traditionally credited with writing much of the book of Proverbs. He was granted a wish by God, and instead of asking for riches or long life, he asked for a wise and discerning heart. God was pleased with this request, and Solomon became known as the wisest man who ever lived. His wisdom wasn't just cleverness or intellect. It was a deep understanding of human nature and divine principles, rooted in his relationship with God. Yet, even Solomon's life shows us what happens when we stray from that foundational reverence. When he turned away from God later in his life, his wisdom faltered, and his kingdom began to suffer. His story is a powerful testament to the truth that wisdom is not a one-time achievement. It's a continual walk of humility and reverence before God. So how do we cultivate this fear of the Lord in our daily lives? It's not a switch you can just flip. It's a gradual process, a daily practice. First, it starts with attention. We have to intentionally take time to marvel at God's creation. Go for a walk and really look at the complexity of a leaf or the beauty of a flower. Look up at the night sky. Remind yourself that the God who made all of this also made you and loves you intimately. Second, immerse yourself in His Word. The Bible is God's self-revelation to us. The more we read it, the more we see His character as holiness, His justice, His mercy, and His unwavering love. This builds our reverence for who He is. We see His grand story of redemption and our place in it. Third, practice gratitude. Regularly, take stock of the blessings in your life, both big and small. A grateful heart is a humble heart. It acknowledges that every good thing is a gift from God. This practice shifts our focus from what we lack to the abundance we've been given, fostering a deep sense of awe and thankfulness towards the giver. Finally, live in community with other believers. When we gather with others who also seek to honor God, we encourage one another. We can share stories of God's faithfulness, hold each other accountable, and learn together. This collective reverence strengthens our individual walk. So, the next time you hear the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, don't picture a God to be afraid of. Instead, picture a loving, all-powerful Creator who is worthy of your deepest awe and respect. See it as an invitation to humble yourself before the source of all truth, to build your life on the most solid foundation possible. It's the starting line, not the finish line. It's the gateway to a life of true understanding, purpose, and deep, abiding joy. The wisest journey you can ever embark upon begins with that single, humble, and awe-filled step toward God. Thanks so much for watching today. If this video helped you see this verse in a new light, I'd love it if you'd hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this, and share your thoughts in the comments. How has understanding the fear of the Lord changed your perspective? I'd love to hear from you. See you in the next video.